How's everybody doing? I'm your host, Leave You Fragrance, and today, oh shit, we got a banger. You know, since we had the highest views ever on a Kenneth Cole video, Kenneth Cole Black, and of course we had to pick up the Kenneth Cole Blue cutie bottle, the travel purse size. Of course, we're gonna have to review the Kenneth Cole Reaction. I mean, I had to. I saw the bright color. It gives me brightness. So I put on a bright red shirt with some polka dots, nice fancy. And we're going to see if this fragrance lives up to a lot of 5-star reviews from what I'm seeing. It has a popular fresh kind of vibe, energetic, which, you know what, the box, for the first time I think in a while, this box gives me gives me vibrance. The reflection, the green. It's got some green apple and musk and watermelon vibe to it. And it is way back 2004. And I picked it up for a steal of $9.99 without tax. For those haters that are saying you can't buy a bottle under $10, well, you're right. Because with tax, it is over 10. But hopefully it's not as small as Kenneth Cole Blue, because I got ripped on that size. I prefer if it was something like this. Now that is something that I will gladly, let's make sure these are nice labels, like that. That just looks satisfying. Make sure at least it's a satisfying size, but by the size of this, I think we got a nice little mini size one again. But hey, nothing wrong with mini, travel size. Box, I mean, what do you expect for $9, but very cheap. And we do have another mini one, and that's it. I don't understand why, like, it literally only goes like halfway through the box. I'm gonna check out, is there another one? Hold on, what? Yeah, literally the packaging is just like, it just elevates in a box. I'm assuming because they probably reuse this box for something else, but you know what? Whatever. Sleek look. I like this better than the blue bottle, the way it looks. It's got a nice lime green to it. Gives you that citrus watermelon vibe, and it says Kenneth Cole Reaction on it. Put it right there on top. Ooh, that's, you know, that pops. You can immediately know what you're probably expecting. Now, this is the Eau de Toilette, so we're going to be expecting a fragrance lasting about 2 to 3 hours. I do have a trick, you know, how to make fragrances last longer. I'll have a video coming up on that, because for me, I don't know. It's just me. We got to go through all the scenarios of how fragrances can last longer for you, but we'll make it happen. But without further ado, let's pick up this mini fragrance. You know what? I'll appreciate the top feels much better than the Tommy that I recently reviewed in the other video. Feels a little bit higher class for $9. And it's probably the same size as the Kenneth Cole Blue, but it just looks bigger and it's a little bit thinner. So, you know what? I like the feel. I like the travel size. You know, I'm going to be going to Miami at the end of this month. You know what? For this, I might bring this. This gives me Miami vibes. Vibrant. For the daytime. Let's see if I feel that lime, green apple, and watermelon musk. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of citrus green. And it does have a woody smell. Damn, that's... Hold on. Yeah, I honestly, I really thought the watermelon and the green apple would ruin it for me. Just because it'd be like overpowering. I'm not against those smells, but I think that would be kind of, if I was sitting next to somebody going somewhere, like commuting, like in an Uber, and you're sitting there smelling like green apple and watermelon, like over the top smell, like it'd ruin it for me. But This is fresh. This is, I would pair that, like, if I would be opened out of a Ziploc bag, I would, and I was wearing like this shirt, I would bring this out. I would smell, I got a fresh haircut, fresh shirt. I just finished dusting off my shoes. It looks clean. I got done getting my car detailed, and I'm gonna go spray this. It's just a nice, fresh vibe. You're done. Like what I'm about to do is today's cleaning day in the house, and what I'm gonna do is after I'm done cleaning, sweeping the floors, mopping, doing the windowsills, washing the dishes, I'm gonna spray everything in the house with this. It's just gonna smell fresh vibe. Maybe you got some guests coming over, you just got done cleaning, you throw everything in the closet, you got stinky clothes. Your socks are crusty, you just dab them quick. For the small size bottle, I think it packs a punch. I actually prefer this. So, hold on. I would say I would wear this. I actually would wear this Kenneth Cole Reaction on a midday date. I would pull that out, and I think, if you want to smell fresh and not over the top, I'd pull that out. If you're going for errands, the gym, maybe you just want to be a little noticed, Kenneth Cole Black, you're running daily errands. Damn, I think this one even smells even more fresh now. Oh shit, I just sprayed myself in the face. Yeah, I think if I'm going to more of a somewhere in a parlor, I'd wear the blue, a little bit more updone. I'd wear the Kenneth Cole blue. That's how I would really label these at. There's still, entry fragrances, which, hey, I love the cheap entry fragrances because you can spray a lot and you get a lot for your money. And I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. I think for daily use and all the fragrance that exists, I think it's got a solid 5 out of 10. You just got done cleaning your house, or maybe you need some motivation because you stink, you haven't taken a shower, and you gotta spice it up. And then after you're done, throw on a nice Kenneth Cole Reaction. You're reacting to how nice the house smells now. But let me know if you guys have smelled the from 2004 Kenneth Cole Reaction. I think a 5 out of 10 is solid. I like the bottle. It gives me that early 2000s vibe, where like everything's bubbly. You got your Aston Martins that are bubbly. All your cars are bubbly. Your Mercedes S-Class is bubbly looking. The bottle's bubbly looking. And, you got the bright techno colors. I was playing Dota. I probably would have been 5 or 6 and would have been spraying myself with Kenneth Cole Reaction. That's kind of satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. Having these, like, hold on. Let's get these a little, like, it's a little satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing them like that, I think for $10, what you get out of it, plenty sold on it. Now, if I was paying $32, I mean, Walmart's got a bigger bottle at $24. Maybe I should have got that. I got to do some shopping. And Ross isn't always I'm getting ripped off in my Ross. But, for $10, I'd spend that. For $30, I'd probably save it. You could get a Versace that, somebody's going to pay a lot of more money and value it more if you're into that value. Or you could get your other Versace for like $30 instead of the big bottle. But if I were to get 3, you know what? I think that's a great proposition where these 3 are equal to one of those. If you want more fragrance for the money, like, it depends. Maybe you're just a high school student, college. You're just getting started in your transition into the world, into figuring out what you want, what smells fresh, what smells good. I'd try more. I get more experience. But if you're more of like, I just need one, I would spend the money and look at different Rosses, what they got, get myself a Versace. There's so many other options. I really think this one didn't do so well, but the blueberry for men, I think this one smells fantastic. Didn't do so on views. I think people just want to say they got Versace, and nothing wrong with that. But I'm going off topic, but hey, I'm getting too excited with fragrances. But anyway, guys, I am your host, Leave You Fragrance. I read every comment. If you do subscribe, I appreciate it. It means the world to me. We're so close to 500 subscribers. I'm going to work hard today, and maybe we can gain some subscribers. I appreciate and value every single one. And I will catch you guys in the next video, and I truly mean it. I read every comment. And I'll catch you guys, as I said again, in the next one. Peace.